I'm excited.
Our friend Kelly is here. Well, we have a fun topic. It's going to be interesting.
So welcome, Kelly.
Thank you.
And welcome, everybody. I think it's going to be a good topic to talk about. And in fact, Kelly and Dana prompted this conversation. Of all things, we're going to talk about the hubs this afternoon.
All right, everybody, don't log off. Don't turn us off. Stay tuned.
So we're each comfortable sharing a certain amount of information concerning our relationships, and that's fair because obviously we live private lives and take into consideration the privacy of our spouses. And we certainly are open to a healthy conversation, and we're going to talk about a couple of things. So relationships in general. Kelly's already got her hand up.
Can we go around and say how long we've been married?
Oh, that's good.
Not all of us are in the same boat. Matter of fact, all four of us are in different phases or quote different boats. Our listeners, they're going to be people who resonate more with Rachel and her stage, or Dana or myself or you. You know, we're all at different phases. But I thought it would be interesting to say how long we've been with our spouse.
Would you like to start?
Mine's been a long time. I've known my spouse for 40 years and we have been together for 36.
Almost 30 years we've been together. We've been married for 24. We'll celebrate our 25th coming up in the next couple months.
I never remember these things. I am like the worst with dates. It drives my husband crazy. We have been married 23 years just this fall.
We just celebrated our 25th anniversary over the summer in August.
Wow.
And we've known each other at least 30 years. So we were dating for several years before we got married, before we got hitched. But yeah, that's a good reference point.
40 years. You knew him.
Mm-hmm.
We all together that entire.
We were friends.
Okay.
We were friends for 4 years and then we advanced.
We
progressed. Although let the record reflect, I always liked him from the get-go.
Yeah.
I was told I was too young. I was 18 and he was 21 or 21 and a half or whatever. But you know, back then I had just graduated from high school and he had been in college. I made it very clear. And he was like, oh, we can be friends. I'm like, okay, I'll be your friend. So we're friends. And we would talk about our boyfriends and girlfriends. And then it just changed. I knew that he felt differently then. Like you could tell way back when. You remember?
when we didn't have cell phones and we didn't text.
There were butterflies. I could tell he was acting different. And then I had butterflies in my tummy and, you know, and it was like, oh, this is different. And then he kissed me. So I'm like, okay, let's do this.
I love that story. It's a great reminder of, you know, it's important to remember, you know, what it was like when we first found our person and the things we did, which I guess kind of prompted this topic.
Remembering how it was, because now, in complete honesty, there are moments where I could just leave for a day or two or a couple hours. As I tell him, you're so lucky I didn't hit the lottery because I would buy a condo and leave for 2 hours, maybe 4.
2 hours. I love you.
Yeah. I'll be back though.
For our listeners who are in that phase or those that are coming up on that, a lot of things changed. And you guys, everybody has more than one child. I just have one, but you have children in different phases. So you sent one off and got them going, and then your next one came along, and now we're really empty nesters. So we've talked a lot about what that means to us as moms and watching our children grow. But there's another aspect of that, which is what our marriages and relationships look like and how that's changed a little bit. It is not all rainbows and butterflies for me anymore. It's different. And it's prompted actually some really good conversations in our house about, you know, 20 years is a long time to know people. And is it okay if you're not feeling like you're head over heels in love and want to spend every second anymore and really just want to go to the grocery store by yourself? And it's okay if it takes 4 hours. Don't call me. I'll be home when I'll be home. I'm just saying.
The grocery store, a condo.
Yeah.
Tomatoes, tomato,
right? So that's kind of where this came from. So
That's
I'm
good, Sheila. You say grocery store, I say condo.
I'll be back in 15 minutes as opposed to 4 hours. But like you said, Dana, yes, definitely. I think the priorities in our relationship and in ourselves shift. And I'm finding that happening in our household.
I mean, I'll just be honest. I love my alone time. And I do fantasize sometimes about having my own apartment where I'm like, I can just go and do and watch whatever I want. But I like to spend like alone time. I also do still enjoy my family. But the other day, my husband, I was in my room reading. He's like, "Can I come in?" And I said, "Yes, but you need to be quiet." He's like, "Okay." And I'm like, "You can't breathe. You can't yawn, no sneezing, and don't talk to me." And he was like, "What?" I'm like, "Don't make any noise." And he just wants to come and like lay next to me and cuddle. And I'm like, "Also, don't touch me." He's like,
I
"What?"
love it. I feel like at least you're honest.
I
Right.
just want
And
to
you can
read
say
and
that to
speak.
him.
But we would have never said this in our 20s.
No.
Oh gosh, no,
No.
no,
Or
No.
30s.
no.
We wouldn't have.
For the record, he did come and try to cuddle next to me, and he kept making too much noise, and then he got the giggles, and then I got the giggles, and I couldn't read, and it was just a lost cause. I was like, "Get out!" Okay. So that is what has changed in my house. And sometimes it's okay. I think he's starting to get me. Like, I don't want to have my alone time because I don't like him. I want to have it because I work all day sometimes and there's a lot going on, and I just want
To zen out.
Yes, I just want to zen out. I don't want to not talk to you because I don't like you. I've used up a lot of words today, so I just need to recharge for a minute.
And on that note, I just have to say, so I would classify myself, I'm a stay-at-home mom.
Yeah.
I have a part-time job somewhere, but not really. I mean, hardly any hours. I identify as a stay-at-home mom. And with that, listening to you say that, that's how my husband feels when he comes home. He has X amount of words per day, and he has used them all at the office. And so then he walks in the door. We've moved around a lot. And so where we're living now, I have some acquaintances or girlfriends, but not a lot, and not where I spend time with him on a daily basis or whatever. So when he walks in the door, I'm like that little puppy dog you've missed all day, right? My tail's going, I want attention, and hey, and he's spent. Same thing, and he doesn't have the words for me, and it's not. And so in my maturity, because way back in the day,
Yes.
when I became a stay-at-home mom, I was not mature enough and wise enough to know that. And so I took it personally that, oh, you don't want to talk to me, you don't like me, or whatever. We're having, it was just me, or about us. Where now, in my age and wisdom and maturity, it's like, oh, yeah, you've depleted your capacity. It's not personal.
Exactly.
And so that's been a revelation in our relationship. And it's helped us so that he can come home. And I know not to take it personal. And
Or you just need a few minutes. Like, would I like the whole evening? Yes. But I also know, we get what we put out in our relationships as well. So just give me a minute to come home, decompress, then ask me questions. I'm like, I need 10 minutes. Just give me 10 minutes. We're good.
Right. Just the 10 minutes.
Yeah.
And then you're golden.
Yeah.
My husband works from home. And so it's funny enough, when I get home, I don't need to necessarily decompress. I'm the one who still wants to talk.
oh, how funny.
And he's on the quiet side of things. And we are semi-empty nesters. We still have both of the kids at home. However, they're busy with their friends and with work and what other activities that they have. And I'm finding that we will just be staring at one another sometimes in the living room. We're in the same space. He's on his computer looking at things. I'm on my phone or on the sofa watching something else, but we're not connected in any way. And so I have to remind myself, I have to almost force myself to engage. And not that we don't like each other anymore, but it's quiet at the house and it's nice. But I need to tell myself, hey, this is an opportunity for us to reconnect and to have more time together. And so that's where I am. I would like to spend more time with him where it's just the two of us. I'm so used to always having the whole entire family doing an activity. And that's not necessarily the case. They've got other things that they'd like to be doing.
So I was kind of in that boat, but also in the other boat. So I'm kind of like in the.
Are you boat hopping?
I am boat hopping a lot. So when I first met my husband, we were kids, and I did like him first at the age of 10.
Because we're really smart.
I remember seeing him from across the way at church, and I'm like, "Oh my God, so cute!" And I had to find out who he was, and that's I go to church because that's who I wanted to go see.
Rachel, that's so adorable. I didn't know
The
this.
sweetest thing.
But yeah, he did not really pay attention to me until we were in high school. So I'm just like, okay. But
Are you guys the same age?
we are, well, we're 3 months apart, but yeah, we are.
Okay.
So I always say, you're older.
Of course you do.
As
you should.
But yes, we are 3 months apart. And it's just different because I also did the same thing. Kids were always home. We were always doing something. And so when it became just when they started doing their work things after school, we knew that they were still going to come home. So I guess we kind of got used to it. But the minute the little one left, I'm like, it's just you and me. What are we going to do? And then I found myself like, well, what am I going to do? Because he decided to go back to school. He's obtaining his master's. So that was keeping him busy. It's like, I need to find something to do. So I started reaching out and I took on my little side business and I started doing this. And now I've got a life full of little things. I like to craft. I like to read. And I do enjoy my quiet time. And he has been very supportive of that because I've also been supportive of, you got homework? Okay, I'm going to leave you alone. So we kind of do our separate things, but we also enjoy doing things together, which is, I appreciate that because I don't want to be like, well, I'm kind of just rooming up with this guy.
I know, right? Sometimes I feel that way. Like, are we just roommates? We've had conversations more of, I mean, I don't think I have to get into all the details because I think a lot of people understand. Like that early, I'm in love, like all that giddy love. And then being in love and marriage is hard. You got to put out a lot of work and there's a lot of effort there. And then loving someone and being in love and liking them and enduring, like all those things, in my opinion, are what make a marriage. And there's times when you're doing it together and times when you're not.
And it's okay.
Yeah.
And it's perfectly fine. And I think a very healthy balance is just, give and take a little here and there. Like I went to a dinner for work last week. And it's like, you know what? You're off the next day. I said, you should come with me. I said, and we can make a day of it.
Yeah.
I said, it's just us. We don't have to worry about it. I said, the dog can come with us. And sure enough, they packed up. We all went. He dropped me off at my dinner. He picked me up. We spent the whole day, the next day, coming back together. And we just made little stops here and there. And I was like, this is what it's supposed to be.
That's nice.
I like having, it's a Friday. Neither one of us really wants to work today. So yes, let's just take the day. But I also enjoy my downtime where I can curl up and read my book in my room. I just bought myself a lounge chair because I wanted to read and I'm constantly reading right there in that corner. Right. And it's like, this is because I'm constantly like over here. And it's like, this is really bad posture for one. You can't see. And I have a book light. It's just not the same. I like a light over my head. I like natural light coming in. So I positioned the chair and he helped me carry it in. He helped me put it together and he knows that is my spot. And he knows if I'm on that chair, then I'm zenning out and he will not bother me, which I love. But I also understand, I'm like, well, what happens when you're done with school? What's your hobby going to be? Because I'm not going to stop.
Well, Dana we were talking about that this morning about just being empty nesters and when the husbands, when we are trying to connect and be around, what are we going to do? I mean, my husband and we had a blatant conversation, like we have to find something to do together. What is it going to be? So I was listening to him talk about a coworker friend of his and her husband, they cook on the weekends and they make fresh salsa or they smoke meat, and come up with something, a menu type thing for the weekend. And I'm like, oh, well, we could try that. And he's like, no, I don't know. I don't really want to. And then we talked about, hey, maybe we should get golf clubs. And this was a few years ago. So we each got us golf. Yeah, mine never used. My kids wound up using them. And so now I'm into pickleball, and I was like, well, maybe you should play pickleball. He's like, I don't know. So we're still trying to figure that out. I don't know. I still think we might go back to the, hey, maybe on a Thursday, we plan a menu to have on Sunday or something. Just with the soup or a meal, something. And then I could get the ingredients and we can make it. Because I know, I mean, we watch sports together, but we should do something. So I don't know.
That's what I was going to ask. Like, what are we doing? I mean,
Right.
it's always nice to go out on a date. So that's not, that's off the table.
Yeah.
But what are things that we're thinking about or that we're doing that we feel like can connect, taking everybody into account?
We haven't had that conversation yet. My husband has quite a number of hobbies, and I've taken on different activities like this session that we have together, our podcast, and some pickleballing and going out to dinner with friends after work. But we haven't considered what we're going to do together. I mean, there are certainly things that I've suggested, like traveling, and it's just the two of us, not bringing any of the kids. But just to sit down and say, hey, let's pick up something that we're both going to enjoy, like playing golf or taking a cooking class. That just hasn't been, that topic just hasn't come up yet.
Yeah.
So I'm really curious what's going to come of it.
We talk about it a lot, and that's one of the things that we were talking about, Kelly and I, in the car together. I was thinking about, my husband's very sentimental. Like, he likes to remember all the things from forever ago. And one thing we used to do before we had our son was some version of, we would work out together. Like, we would get in the car, drive to the gym together, we'd do cardio, we'd go do our things and come back. And it just became this routine. It was just us. I feel like it was Saturday mornings, but I don't really remember if it was after work or in the mornings. And just, it didn't take up the whole day, but it was something that was healthy and active for us. And I hope that maybe we can get back into something like that. It doesn't have to be hardcore, right? I mean, we're not going to become bodybuilders or anything crazy, but just getting in the car together, pray for me. We're also to that point where neither one of us likes the way the other person drives. A whole nother topic, but trying to find something. And we also like different things too. So sometimes that's hard. Like, I like to be with my friends, and some of my friends don't live in the same town. Some of them live out of state, and my family lives out of state. So I like to do those things, and he doesn't. And I'm not going to say we've had conversations about that. I have shared with him, maybe told him that that's still important to me. Informed him that I want to respect that that's not like the way that he wants to spend his free time and money, because it is about money a little bit, but it is important to me. So instead of, trying to ask him or force him to do something that he doesn't want to do, I also want to create that respect where it's like, okay, I understand this fills your love tank. It might not fill his.
Right.
And then also try to support him in something. Like, I don't know how to golf. I'm going to be a terrible golfer. It's hard. It's a lot of work. But if he really wanted to play golf with me, I would take some lessons and learn how to do that. So I'm trying to find that balance as well. We don't have a cut and dry. We haven't picked something either, but we do talk about it on occasion. We don't really do much after that, but we do talk about it.
I have a girlfriend who lives in Pennsylvania, and her and her husband do a yoga stretch class. I don't know how much a yoga class, but a stretch class. So I've brought that up to my husband that I want to look into doing something like that. And then back when I think of, well, what did we used to do when we had no money? I mean, we would go to the movies together. And I told him that would be fun to get back to that. And he did agree with that. So, I think in our future, it's going to the gym, like you said, to do a little bit together, but also I'm going to look into finding a stretch class.
That'd be cool.
And then to go to the movies, and just try to spend some time together, but also to what Dana and I were talking about this morning on the way here was with age, right, is supposed to come wisdom or a change in who you are. You grow, right? You hope to grow. And it's about, I think back to the young girl I was in my 20s, even early 30s, I didn't speak up for myself. I know you all find that hard to believe. I wasn't
sure if it was okay to laugh or not at that one.
Well, you go go along to get along. You know, we are very fortunate to be at the age that we are at. It is a gift. Not everybody makes it to whatever age we are at this table. We have all lost friends and family at various ages. And so it's a gift to be this age. And with that, I have found through losing, I've lost parents, I've lost, unfortunately, a couple of nephews and nieces very young, and I've lost one of my best friends. And so it has freed me, or freed my mouth, or my opinion, in that now I am preaching to my children, and I say it to my friends over and over. This is it. There are no do-overs. There are no do-overs. This is it. This life, where you're at right now today, this is it. You don't get to go backwards and redo it. You only get to go forward, and you can make it different or stay the same. And so I really think about that. And so being married, I do try to be respectful of what he likes and doesn't like, and of his time and his moods, and how he might be zapped for energy or words. But also, too, I'm not going to neglect and ignore how I feel or what I want. And so if that means for the Thanksgiving holiday, he has to work, I'm not staying at home where we have no friends and family. Like, we have friends, acquaintances, but we don't have deep familial friend ties. I'm going to go. And so I found people's responses very interesting. Like, well, where's your husband? Well, he's working. Well, you mean you're not going to be together at Thanksgiving? No, it's one day.
Right. And you're both okay with that.
Yeah.
You both understood that.
We talked about it. And I said, hey, I'm going to go be with Dana and my friends. And I'm going to take our son, and he's going to see his friends from childhood. And my husband was like, that sounds great. It's like, I'm glad you're going. And he has told me a couple of times via text, hey, I'm so glad you're there. I'm glad you're having fun. And it's genuine. So I just think, too, at this stage in our relationships, it's important to speak up. Hey, I'm going to go see my friend. Or, no, I don't want to do that. Or let's compromise and let's do this. Whereas the younger me wouldn't have.
Oh, for sure.
Very passive.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
I'm glad that you're here as well, and that we all could visit. But that really is a testament to the strength of your relationship, because you can say those things to one another. And we talk about this time and time again. I love how Dana puts it, is that you also need to fill your own cup. How else are we going to thrive as women of our age in this season of life unless we make it a point to make sure that we're doing things that we enjoy, that we are being fulfilled.
And as I told another friend of ours that we know from our wine trip, you have to put your life vest on first. You have to save yourself.
Yes.
If you don't put your vest on first, everybody else is going to go under.
Well, see, I'm only realizing that now because I'm always thinking about my family. Oh, I should do this for this person or that person. And I don't know if you all remember that book and also movie, The Joy Luck Club.
Oh, yeah.
Do you remember? And there's a scene during dinner time, and somebody is serving food. And the girl who's serving ends up taking, I think they were serving, let's say, crab. And she ends up taking like the smallest piece. And she should have served herself first because she was just constantly thinking about everybody else. And so in these moments now, at my age, I think about that. Like, we have to fill our cup first.
Yep. And if crab is your favorite, you should get the bigger piece.
Yep. Because I put it to the side. That's mine.
Well, I was just going to say that's why I joined the pool and go to the pool every summer, because I don't want to sit at home. And every weekend I say to my family, I'm going to the pool. Who wants to go with me? Okay, when you go back. And I'm like, well, Sheila and Rachel and I are going. Wish you were there. And then I leave. Same thing.
But see, you're so nice. Do you mean that? What if they wanted to go? Like, I don't.
Oh.
So I don't say that. I wouldn't say that.
Well, if I didn't want them to come, I wouldn't ask them.
That's what I mean. I don't want them to come. I want to go by myself.
Well, and that's fair too.
That's fine too.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, just like how you're feeling. There would be times that I want him to come, like, hey, like how you did the dinner thing with your husband. But then there are other times when, oh yeah, no, I just want to go with Sheila and Rachel and Dana. That's it.
I want to be with my gal pals, and that's it. I don't need my hubby there. Yep. No.
Sorry, hubs.
But we need this. They need to understand, and I think they do understand.
I do think
I think they truly understand. Girlfriend relationships are a lot different from the guy relationships. I can't stress that enough. I think when we are together, we decompress. We can just be who we are and not give a care in the world.
I agree.
But it's different. Like, we don't really have that many couple friends because we can't really, I don't know, be ourselves or something. It's just weird. It's very weird. It's very weird. We'll go and we'll be with family and different friends, and it's a different environment, but I feel like I can just be like totally relaxed, totally decompress, and not have to worry about what anybody thinks when I'm with my gal pals. It's just how it is.
Yeah.
And I really wish that for him. I really wish that for him to find that group as well.
Yes.
I don't know. In my life, like when I think of some of the guys I know in my life, it's very few who have that. I do know, I can think of a couple of guy friends who have those types of groups. But if I were to look at all the men, like through my contact list, it would be few and far between. I don't know that they operate like I don't know that they need that, or maybe they do need that or want that, but don't discover it until later when they're retired and life has slowed down. I don't know.
Right.
It's something about retirement. My father-in-law's retired, and he did the same thing. Like, they got a little, we call it coffee group at the store.
Oh yes.
But that's who they are. And I'm like, why
I
didn't
think
y'all
there are a lot of
develop?
guys like
Why
that.
didn't y'all develop that earlier in life? But very true. We were talking about something from high school, and I was like, why don't you connect with those guys? But it's just different.
Now that I think about it, so my husband has some pretty good male friends. Since we've moved, he doesn't get a chance to see them as often. And I know that he misses that connection. And here, there might be one, maybe two people that he connects with, but I do hope that there's a circle of friends that he has like the similar relationship that we all share together as women.
Not being a guy, I don't know how they feel about it, what they need. I mean,
you're right. They're just built different.
But my husband enjoys his coworkers. Like, he comes home and he tells me all kinds of stories. And I mean, these are people I haven't met. And I'm always like, is that the one with the pool in the backyard? Yes.
Right.
Oh, is that the one with the granddaughter? Like, of course, other people in his workplace have a granddaughter, but that's how I've remembered this person. And he's like, yes. He gets all excited. And I've never met them or seen them. And is that the one who lives over by the such and such museum? Yes. They're like, oh my God, she's remembering.
But he doesn't connect with them
Outside of
socially
work.
outside.
Nope. But at work, but he has the best time.
Sure.
And has stories and all kinds of things. And he gets a smile on his face telling me about, oh, so this week. Like the couple I was telling you, they make salsa.
Sure.
He's like, did you see what's on the counter? I'm like, boy, did I tell her thank you. I've never met her, but there was a fresh jar of salsa. And he's like, yeah, she was telling me they made. And he goes through the whole thing, I'm sure, of what she told him. And then he's relaying it, and it's just,
I love that
telephone game.
Yeah, I almost want to say that given that his family, that you are enough for him.
Yeah.
That's all that he needs. He doesn't need anything else.
Yep.
I don't know. And it may be. I just find it weird.
Right. But then when he retires, so we've talked about this because we went around the room. So I'm the oldest here in this group, and my husband.
Not by much, and you're so young at heart.
No, but he said like maybe 4 or 5 years out from retirement. I'm over here already because time goes by really quick. I'm like, holy cow, what is he going to do when he retires? Like, who's he going to talk to? Like, if I'm already leaving the house and having girl time and going on trips,
right?
Who becomes his focus? Me? Like,
oh no.
So,
I have something funny to tell you.
What?
Sheila and I have a mutual acquaintance who recently retired. He'd worked for 100 years, let's say. And his wife said, like, as we started getting closer to retirement, we would ask, are you ready? And, he would say what he thought he was ready for. And we would ask her, and she goes, no. I told him he can't talk to me until after 5.
That's right.
Because that's when he normally comes home from work. So
She
he
did.
cannot talk to me. He can buy his own groceries. He can do his own laundry, and he cannot talk to me because
I
I
love
have
it.
things that I do every
I
day.
love it. That would be like how I am. Like, okay, I'll see you on Friday, right? We'll have the weekend together. Oh shoot, you're still on Monday at 9 a.m.
Why are you here?
Yeah. But so we talk about that, but then I do pay attention to how he likes these little relationships at work and all that. So I say to him, I'm like, well, you should join a men's breakfast club or a Bible study or a gathering, something. Look for like your former job occupation, see if there are other retired people, and like go to a breakfast or dinner or whatever. So he said he would. And then I've just flat out told him, you cannot sit at home. You have to have a volunteer job or be a mentor. You have to have something you go to and that you're working on, or we're not going to make it. And he laughed.
Mostly
and I'm like, no, I'm being serious. Like it's great. You're looking forward to retirement, but also I'm already telling you, you need a plan because you cannot sit home because men who work all the time and then retire, they die in the first year or two, 18 months. We don't need that statistic. And so he's very aware of that and he gets it. So he'll probably become like your father-in-law and find a little breakfast group to.
Yeah, it's funny because he was worried about his like, oh, Dad's going to do this. And I'm like, no, I see him staying busy. And sure enough,
he's so social.
He's busy. He retired and he had an old pickup truck. And this pickup truck traveled with us. It was at our house, our old house, for almost 10 years. It traveled here when we moved. I'm like, this has got to go. Neither one of you are working on it. So
I love the story.
It went back to his dad. His dad has now fully restored that truck.
That's so cool.
In the last year and a half, all by himself. And he's just sky high in love because he drove it over here yesterday. I'm like, I'm so proud of your dad.
That's awesome.
I love that.
Yeah.
But he is constantly on the move. And I told him, I said, this is what it means. I said, just because you're retired doesn't mean you
Die.
stop.
Yeah.
You've got to find something to do. Go play golf. I know it's expensive, but we'll get through it. You'll find something.
Yes.
I'm very curious to see what it comes out to. I mean, he used to play guitar. But maybe he'll pick that back up. Go read a book, a book that you like. Not a school book.
I know. Read for pleasure, not because you have to.
Yeah. So,
well, I love our people, each and every one of you, and that we are in similar stages and are comfortable enough to talk and share, because sometimes you don't realize you feel like you're in the boat all by yourself and it's sinking and you forgot to put your life jacket on and you need somebody to hand it to you or to remind you or say, oh yeah, I just, felt that way last week or 5 minutes ago.
I think there are a lot of women who can identify with what we're talking about a little bit. And one of the topics that's kind of delicate and hard to approach, especially on a podcast where our family and friends might be listening, and how to talk about something but still be respectful and delicate. It's like, I know for myself, because I have moved around a lot, and so I do keep in touch with friends from different states and countries, and we've all been married a long time, and we are empty nesters or almost empty nesters. The dynamics of our marriage, our relationship with our husbands, and how they're changing, and how we kind of talked about when we were in our 20s. Let's just be honest. Like we my husband and I tell our kids all the time, we were so handsy. we couldn't keep our hands off of each other. And the kids are just grossed out.
Oh, of course they are.
But it's like, but it's true, right? Because our hormones were different and our feelings, it's just everything, life and immaturity, whatever, fresh, new. And we were different. And now, I have a funny story. Like we're in bed the other night. We're in bed, and I'm like, babe, you didn't even kiss me today. He's like, I did too. I'm like, no, you didn't. And guys, like, I'm talking to you, telling you this story, but there was passion in my voice. And meaning I was very upset because he had not kissed me and I was very upset. And then he was also passionate in his response that he had kissed me. And then he said, I did kiss you. I kissed you when I left for work. And so voices were escalated, right? The dog and the cat are now like, oh, what's going on? And I'm like, oh, well, that's right. You did. Okay, you did. Well, obviously, I don't remember that. Menopause. I don't remember you kissing me. I'd like another kiss. Babe, I am comfortable now. He goes, lean over and give me a kiss. I'm like, no, I'm on my left hip and I'm comfortable now. And the dog is between us. And if I roll over, then the dog is going to move. He's like, and then the cat's going to move. And I'm like, look, I'm not rolling over to kiss you. And you're not going to kiss me. Just know that if I was going to roll over, I would kiss you. And I would kiss you passionately. And I love you. And I hope you have a good night. Good night. He goes, I feel the same way. And
I'm waiting in anticipation of what's going to happen.
And he went to sleep.
If I was in that room, I would have been like, God damn it.
No.
Pick up the dog.
No. Oh, that's from that movie, Kiss the Girl. Remember that
Little Mermaid?
No, it didn't happen. And we had a great night's sleep.
Okay. But you all had talked about it.
But I knew that he would have kissed me. I would have kissed him.
Right.
It didn't happen. Now, I think back when we were all handsy.
Right.
It's like,
So funny.
stop, we have to get up for work in a little bit.
Now they're like, the dog.
Yeah. And now,
Is the door locked? And
Yes,
did you lock the door?
I thought you locked the door.
Yeah, what's this?
yeah.
Oh, we're paying bills. Just a minute. That was always because they're like,
Paying bill.
Mom, you and Dad were paying bills. Yep, we're all paid.
Oh, now
Why
we
are
know
you
what to do.
taking another shower? You already took a shower.
Now there are no showers. Just a regular one before work.
Kelly's staying at my house, and I said,
Kelly, I just want you to know that my husband and I cuddled this morning. And she's like, okay. And I go, yeah, I touched his hand.
And right before I left to come here the other night, I put my right toe on the back of his left calf and I rubbed it and said, good night, I love you.
Right.
I said, it's a little bit of a stretch. Can you move over some? And he's like, I can't. The cat's here. But I said, okay, well, that's it. That's all I'm doing. But I love you because I love you too.
Oh my gosh, that is so
Isn't
cute.
that
So
funny?
cute and so
Well,
funny.
somebody out there in Publindia is going to be able to relate to that.
Oh, for sure.
you are not
Not
alone.
alone.
It's
It's
okay.
okay.
A love
It's
call is
okay.
totally fine.
Yes.
And then we have friends who are at different stages where maybe they're still trying to engage their husbands and to be more than love paths and risky and it's just not being reciprocated. And that's a whole nother area. I mean, not that we have to discuss today. I'm
Right.
just trying to say
It's a wide range of things.
there's a wide range.
and it's
but
normal.
then
It's all normal.
I have friends who are
Handsy.
handsy.
Right.
And they talk about it all the time. And I am just grossed out. Like, I am so glad I'm not at that stage. Like, I could be a little bit more move the needle that way, but thank God Almighty, we're not both. But I'm happy for them. They're happy.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
There's a lot of guacamole going on out there.
This midlife, it's a lot.
Yeah.
And I mean, some days are better than others. I'm
Yep.
just going to be
Oh, for
honest.
sure.
Mhm. You
I
got
just
it.
thought it would be a fun topic, but trying to be respectful, but also acknowledge that as women, we're feeling certain feelings and we're at certain places. And I would just say we have one another to lean on for
Mhm.
support. But even if you find that you just need a little bit more support, go find a professional, go find a
Yes.
counselor, because these are real issues. We are four people sitting at a table and we can relate at
Mhm.
various stages. We're not alone out there in however you're feeling or whatever stage you're at.
That's right.
I mean, we're not counselors, but we would love to connect with you guys too. We hope that you will let us know if you found this valuable We love to talk. So we can,
Oh, yeah, please drop us a comment. We do have an Instagram account.
Yes.
At pause, please. At PAUSEPLEAS3.
3 people, 3.
Yeah, but leave a comment. Leave a comment that you
Yes.
listened or that you relate or a topic that you would like the gals to cover.
Absolutely.
Yes, we would love the feedback.
Thank you so much for joining us. Yes.
On that note, pause, please.